What's going on, guys? Zach with Overland Zam, and today we're helping out Derek with his Jeep. This video is to help you figure out how to replace your wheel studs on your Jeep Wrangler. Also in this video, we're going to show you how you can do the 5 tire rotation, so that way you can rotate your tires whenever you want to do it on your own. Now, in the beginning of this video, we did have a hard time getting these wheel studs not out, but back in. And so we went through a couple different trials and tribulations to find out what the best method is to do it. And I think we have it pretty sorted. We ended up going with a grade 8 washer, several of them, and a grade 8 nut. So do yourself a favor, if you're going to be replacing your wheel studs in your garage, get these grade 8 washers and nuts, because we went the kind of cheaper way where we thought, yeah, having a washer, just any general washer, is going to do the trick. And this is what happened. So this was what we were looking at, and it's not supposed to be like that. Maybe this is a little better of a demonstration. And you can see the difference in the sizing of the two. So really do yourself a favor and pay a little extra up front. You'll be able to use these every single time that you have to replace a stud. Hopefully you only ever have to do it the one time, but we're Jeepers. Stuff gets broken. Derek's gonna be listing off the tools and materials that you need for this. I just wanted to make sure that you had the right kind of washers, and having a little bit of grease is going to help you. It's gonna go a long way too. So Derek, tell the guys what they need to have.
All right, so as we're getting started, we thought we'd go over the tools that we got today to kind of get the job complete. Obviously over there, we've got a floor jack to get the vehicle up off the ground. And then we're gonna need an 18mm wrench. We've got the 19mm, which fits on the lug nut key. And my personal favorite, the BFH. So as we're knocking out the studs, we've got some washers here, so that when we're seating the lugs, they seat in nice and flush, which you'll see once we get underway. Also a torque wrench, so that once we get back together, we can torque our wheel lugs to spec. And you might notice that on the table, we have 5 wheel studs. Even though we only broke 2, we've made the decision that since 2 were already broken and damaged, the other 3 might be compromised. And while we're in doing the job, we're gonna replace all 5 and do it the right way the first time.
Once you've had your fun playing NASCAR pit crew, go ahead and take off your wheel and tire.
After we pulled the wheel off, we wanted to do a little bit of an inspection. As you can see that the wheel was moving on the hub, so we've got a little bit of wear here. But what's really concerning is it's marked threads on the wheel. We shouldn't see that. That should be a nice smooth surface, which is just another reason why we're replacing all 5. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 5 lugs show some sign of wear. So we're just gonna replace all 5, get everything back to good as new.
In order to remove your studs, you do need to take off your rotor, and before you can take off your rotor, you need to take off your brake caliper. So that's what we're doing here, and as soon as that's off, we can take our rotor off and remove the messed up studs. Now that the rotor's off, it's time to beat some frustrations out on your rig. Derek is adding washers to give us a little bit more of a mechanical advantage in order to pop this bad boy in. What we didn't know at the time is that these washers are not going to hold up to the pressure that we need in order to get this lug in, and then it's also going to assist in stripping out another lug later. So I'll explain how we ended up fixing that and figuring it out. First tried and used some kind of cheap washers before that ended up not doing so well. and ended up swapping that out for some grade 8 washers. So if you have a hard time with your wheel studs, get grade A washers and you'll do a lot better with that. On top of that, we ended up getting a grade 8 nut because we kept stripping out our lug nuts and our studs. So instead of having to deal with that, go ahead and get a grade A nut, washers, and they're going to go in so easy, a little girl can do it.
Just give it a little tap. All right, a little bit more than a tap, but that's okay. All right, now just give it the beans. And you're done. So now, flip the button. Okay, now put it back on there. And that's it. Take it on off. Just gonna dump that out. And just like that, so easy, our little helper will do it.
And just like that, all 5 are on. So when you're doing a 5-wheel tire rotation, you're gonna start with taking the spare off. That way you have the extra space. Your rear wheels, because this is a rear wheel drive vehicle, you're gonna move both of those forward. As you need to move them forward, you gotta take your front 2 tires off. And so the front tire that was on your front passenger side is now going to cross over to your rear driver's side. And then your front tire that was on your front driver's side, that is going to be your new spare tire. Makes sense? And your spare tire is going to your rear passenger side. And it all makes sense with the pictogram that I have that I got from Google. And finally, once you think you're done, you make sure that you torque to spec all of your wheels. We did the work so that way you don't have to. Torque it down to 130 foot-pounds. You want 130 foot-pounds on all of your wheels, and then on the spare it says to do that at 60 foot-pounds. So do with that information as you will, and you don't have to use Google to find it.
Easy breezy. Hey guys, Derek here with Overland Sam. Take it off.
Take it off?
Yep. No. Push the button.
Oh.
Hit it.